My 4-H experiences had led to what I wanted to do in the future, and that is to be a veterinarian.
4-H projects often lead members to their career path. 4-H camp counseling helps them develop the skills they'll be using in the workplace. Teens who serve as camp counselors develop leadership, communication, and problem-solving skills. Now we're going to look at Katie, how she used her project and her time as a camp counselor, and how it led her to the OSU Vet School.
In 2009, we told you the story of a girl whose dream was to become a veterinarian, and how it all started with a rabbit and 4-H.
I wanted a rabbit as a child, and my mom would not let me have the rabbit unless I joined 4-H and took it as a 4-H project. 6 years ago, I was contacted by my local 4-H educator in order to do this show about 4-H and showcasing all that 4-H has to offer to our youth. And I was glad to do it, very proud to do it. And we did it in my backyard with one of my cows and just talked about how my 4-H experiences had led to what I wanted to do in the future, and that is to be a veterinarian, and led me to picking my major in college as animal sciences and going to the Ohio State University. And I couldn't have been more proud to voice my love for 4-H and all the leadership experiences and communication skills that had given me and prepared me for my future.
Today, Katie Stevens' dream is becoming a reality at The Ohio State University.
We are currently in the Alumni Teaching Lab at The Ohio State University College of Veterinary Medicine. So what we generally use this teaching classroom for is for looking at blood smears under microscopes and looking at the red blood cells and the white blood cells and relating that back to the numbers that we've gotten in a complete blood count, or a CBC. The space that we're in now is called the equine triage area, and what this basically is the equine emergency room. So horses that have immediate emergencies get put here and treated. And the procedure that we just witnessed was a lameness examination on a horse with an injection into the joint space. And hopefully this injection will help relieve the horse's pain and we'll get him back on his feet and going in the right direction. Each new case that I see is an experience that I haven't had before, and I haven't done a lot of work with equine, so even seeing this horse today was a great thing just for me to be able to observe and learn what I can. As a first and second year student, we're not really in the hospital very much. Most of our learning is in the classroom. And then as we get toward our third year, we do more clinical type work, and then our fourth year is completely clinicals. So we'll do some rotations here in the hospital, and then we also have opportunity to do about 6 or 8 rotations outside of the hospital setting here. I think the greatest things that 4-H have given me are my leadership skill set, and I didn't know that being a camp counselor would really give you the experience that you needed to not only set up a plan of teaching to children, but also following through with that. And it's really similar in veterinary medicine, which you come up with a treatment plan and you follow it through. And I couldn't imagine that I would have gotten those skill sets from just being a 4-H camp counselor.
Katie's looking ahead to the day when she's a parent. Will she want the same for her children?
I definitely want my children to join 4-H. I think it would be the best possible thing that I could do as a parent for my children, is to give them the same wonderful experiences that I had, and hope that it shapes their future in such a positive light as it did mine.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. All the elements that combine for a successful 4-H youth.
Most important 4-H elements today are the 4-H club structure that we have in Ohio, the 4-H volunteers that we have for our organization, and the curriculum that we have supporting both the volunteers and especially the 4-H members.
My 3 4-H elements are the 3 Ps: people, programs, and pathways. It's the people that we meet in the programs that help us discover the pathways of the careers that we want to do. That's what makes 4-H special, not only for me, but for others.